I just watched a documentary about Spitak earthquake, which happened in Armenia in 1988, and I was truly shocked because there was 10.0 magnitude earthquake. It completely destroyed the city, and there were a lot of shocking stuff. First of all, the scientists and everyone ignored the like pre-shock waves that happened like 10 minutes before the earthquake, and then there were several waves of the earthquakes, and people made a lot of mistakes. Some of the people died on the staircases. It's not allowed to go to the staircase during the earthquake because the walls of some buildings, they did not collapse, but the staircase collapsed, so a lot of people died there. And one scientist said that even a cup of coffee on the table in the building did not spill, but a lot of people died on the staircase. And the next thing is that the scientist was saying that even if I warn people that in 10 minutes there would be an earthquake, there is no protocol in the schools and kindergartens and everywhere, and it will create a panic. People will just start running, and maybe it will like create even more damage. So they were talking about trainings, they were talking about protocols that have to be established in evacuation. They were talking about that in Japan, every a small kid in school, they have emergency backpack under their table, not somewhere in the closet, but under the table, and they know what to do during the earthquakes. And the buildings they build, they are designed to withstand like 7 or even 8.0 magnitude earthquakes. And these mistakes that were done by people, like for example in some kindergartens, the nurses or the teachers, they were taking out children and were putting them near the walls of the building, and some of the children, they suffocated, like when they found them, they suffocated inside their classrooms because dust and all, because they didn't know that they need to cover their faces with wet clothes. People rushed to the city to try to help, and they blocked the roads with lots of cars. So the emergency cars and special like trucks to clear out the rubble, they could not get access, so it was complete mess. And the scientists are saying that it took like nearly 30 years to try to tackle this issue, and a lot of countries were helping in that. So I see that we do not learn the lessons of the past, and it keeps continuing. The recent earthquakes in Turkey, in Syria, like after maybe 4 or 5 days, only the help from other countries started to kick in, and at least to do something. And while at least in Turkey, someone helped, but for Syria, as far as I know, nobody was helping people there. So it was like nearly in these two countries 300,000 or 350,000 people died, and still, the world continues to live its life as nothing happened. The same earthquake happened in Morocco, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, in so many countries right now around the world, in Europe. Also, the earthquakes are happening and the magnitude is rising. But did we as humanity create any international emergency rescue organization? No. Other countries helping each other? No. Did we stop the wars? And did we direct full attention to the value of human lives. No, just it's crazy to see how in some countries the corporations are getting billions of dollars, and in like 90% of Africa there are like civil wars, and people don't have water, don't have food, don't have sanitary conditions, nothing. And like I seriously ask myself a question: how long it will continue? How long those people who still can do something can talk about this, can join like some volunteer organizations, at least do something and speak up about this, while we still have a chance, while still social networks exist, while still they are not blocked for whatever reason. Why we are not doing anything? Why we are just living our life thinking that I'm a small person, I cannot do anything, like I just need to make money to sustain my family. But what kind of family are you talking about? What future of your kids are you really dreaming about? It's like we really need to wake up. People in many countries, they never thought that the war will come to their country, but now there is maybe more than 100 or 150 wars going on in the world. So do we really think that the war will not come to our country where you are currently living? Do you really think that your child has any future because of the school shootings, because of the microplastics and nanoplastics pollution, because of the cancer, because of in human bodies already there is like high percentage of plastic in brain and in all the organs? What kind of future are we talking about? Why are we directing billions of dollars for space exploration to do what? To run to Mars? Like our planet is what, like a McDonald's? So we've screwed up this planet, we've trashed it, now it's time to move to another branch? What is this approach? Why don't we direct these billions of dollars to scientific research? Why do not each of us is doing something, or at least talking about this? A lot of mistakes that were done in previous years during these huge earthquakes. Even nowadays, look at what's happening in many countries, and many of us are thinking like, I'm a small person, I cannot do anything. But guess what? If we don't at least try, if we don't at least don't ask me what to do, ask yourself. You're a smart guy or a smart mother. You know how to use Google, you have ChatGPT. So ask ChatGPT what you can do today in order to fix the situation with wars, to fix the situation with macro nanoplastics, to fix the situations with rescuing people during the first 72 hours during floods, earthquakes, and all these things. If you think this does not relate to you, then guess what? One day it will be too late. Because the same thing, like Hawaii didn't think that the world will be ruined. Check in Google what happened in Hawaii and how people received help from the government or from someone else. Check how Iceland, if they received any help to what's happening to their island. So it's really, if we do not do something, each of us, if we don't ask ourselves what we can do, and if we don't put our efforts to unite the human efforts around the value of human life, our humanity does not have a future. It's just a matter of time until either we self-destruct ourselves with wars, or the natural disasters and cataclysm just like wipe us from this planet.